Hello, YouTube. Good morning on this beautiful Sunday. And on today's episode, I'm going to give you guys an update on the portfolio. I'm also going to show you the purchases that I made on Friday as a DCA investor and the portfolio performance so far this year and this month. So I hope you're all enjoying your cup of coffee or your cup of tea like I am right now. And don't forget to subscribe, guys, and turn on notifications because we're going live stream later on tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So stay tuned for that. But first, let me show you the purchases that I made on Friday, which it was quite a few. I made about 7 purchases or 8 purchases on Friday. As a DC investor, I even lost count already. And I started with my one purchase on Procter and Gamble. I'm continuing to build up this position, and I put another $40 on Procter & Gamble at a share price of $151.41. So I was able to pick up another 0.264 share. So these fractional shares just continue to build up, and I'm going to show you my Procter & Gamble position in a minute. But let me show you the next purchase, which was one share of SCHD. And you guys know that this is every Friday. I buy one share of SCHD, and the share price was at $26.77. And then my next purchase was $10 into Vici Properties, ticker symbol VICI. Share price was at $30.88. So I was able to pick up another 0.323 shares. So more than a quarter of a share. So if I continue to do this, I can definitely get to my next goal on Vici Properties. Then I threw $10 into Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO, at a share price of $68.38. And I'm just going to continue to do this. I really want to build up this position a lot more, a lot larger. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you the size in a minute also. But I was able to pick up another 0.146 shares. So fractional shares just building up at its best. And then my last one in the dividend portfolio was Fidelity S&P 500 Index Fund, another $10 FXAIX at a share price of $231.56. So this one is also building up pretty good by just putting $10, $15 in there. And then in my growth portfolio, I started by putting a cup of coffee into VGT, which I'm continuing to do. Tim put it in the chat a couple weeks ago in the live stream, so don't forget to join the live stream later on, because I do, sometimes listen to your ideas, guys. Believe it or not. And I just put another $5 cup of coffee into it at a share price of $750.58. So it doesn't look like that much, but it can definitely build up a nice position, putting $5 every week into one of these ETFs. And then my next purchase was IBIT, iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. So I bought one more share on my Bitcoin ETF at a share price of $60.53. So just continuing to build up that position, and stay tuned because I might buy some more early next week. And then my last purchase was on Amazon. I threw another $100 in there, ticker symbol AMZN. This was my largest purchase at a share price of $212.98. It even hit, I think, 211 and maybe even 210. I'm not 100% sure, but I bought almost half a share of Amazon, 0.469 shares. Before I show you my positions, I'm going to show you the portfolio performance, because as you guys can see right here, in the balance, my portfolio right now is at $29,652 in total value. I've just been buying and buying and buying, and I'm almost at 30,000. I'm so close. Even though my portfolio hasn't been performing very good in October, in the first 17 days, my returns are negative 1% flat. So negative $294, as you guys can see right there. So it hasn't been performing pretty good, even though this week it did perform a little bit better. At the end of the week, I was able to get some nice returns or unrealized gains at the end of the week. But in the last month so far is 0.83%, because at least I got some green in September. My portfolio performed a little bit better, 0.85%. So I'm pretty happy with that so far. in the last 3 months, 3.5% returns in the green in unrealized gains right there. Then year to date, in the green of 9.10% returns. And then in the last year, in the green, 7.68%. So portfolio hasn't been performing that bad. And right now, in this month of October, even though I'm in the red and I maybe should be panicking or maybe I should feel different, but no, I see it as a buying opportunity. Some of the positions that I'm buying is going to be Amazon. I'm going to continue to buy if it go, and especially if it continues to go down. If you guys see my portfolio right here, Amazon is like in my top 6 stocks right now. As you guys can see, this is my total portfolio. So you guys can pause it, take a look at it. I got 8 shares right now, 8.021 shares to be exact. And my cost per share is at $195. I'm only in unrealized gains, 9.17%. Share price at 213. And I just been buying and buying and buying Amazon. And I don't have that much cash anymore. I think I have $951 in cash from my full portfolio, and I got only $452 in the growth portfolio. So what I'm going to do with those $452, I want to buy a little bit more of Amazon, and I want to buy some more IBIT, which is the Bitcoin shares ETF. I'm going to show you in a minute, but I'm just being so bullish on Amazon. I think 5 years from now, I'm gonna be very upset at myself if I don't build up a position, that I want. I would love to get to 100 shares, but I don't have that much kind of money. But as you guys can see right here, Amazon is in my top 6. Google sneaking up in my top 3 right now. So right now it's in the 3rd spot of my portfolio, 8.085 shares. And I got performance 55.4% in unrealized gains. So my position performing pretty good. And this is what happens with good companies. I invested $1,300 and it's already at $2,000 in market value. So $730 in unrealized gains. I wish I would have bought a whole lot more of Google. I know I didn't have much money. And then I also was building up my cash position. I remember as Google was going up in share price, I was building up my cash position for an opportunity, and Google just kept on going and going up in share price. And I know the business has been growing, so that's why even now I'm still buying for the weekly challenge, and I'm happy with it because the PE ratio is still not that bad. I still think that the company, with the growth ahead, with the forward PE and forward earnings, I still think that it's gonna perform even better, especially the share price. I kind of don't want to look at the share price anymore. I kind of want to just throw money at it and just let it perform, because right now the share price at $253. So if we go right here into the stock analysis tab, PE ratios at 26.9, forward PE 25.5. And one of the things that I like about this company too, which is a small sector right now, is the Waymo sector, which now Waymo and DoorDash are teaming up to deliver your food via robo taxi. So that's going to be a little bit more something new to try for the future, but don't sleep on Waymo. I'm telling you, that's going to bring some nice earnings in the future. I'm not talking about now, this year, or even 2026. I'm talking about 2028, 2030, if you're willing to hold for that long, and I don't know. I'm still calling it a buy. I might not be calling it a strong buy, or maybe I should change my mind and call it a strong buy, to be honest with you, even though it's over $250 in share price, but just the business just continuing to grow and grow and grow. So it's something that I'm considering even after this weekly challenge, maybe just continue to buy after that. On Google Alphabet. SCHD, of course, is my top position, 324 shares. My goal for this year is 350. So I'm going to see what I'm going to do in the upcoming months, because I only have about 2 weeks this month, right? In the month of October. It's only October 19 right now. So I have 2 weeks of this month, and then I have November and December to get to 350 shares. So as of right now, it's not looking like I will get to 350 shares, but I might need to spend some of that cash that I have in the dividend portfolio to build up that position to get to 350 shares, which is my goal this year. And just pick up some extra hours whenever I can in my second job. Realty Income is about to be kicked out of the second spot by Google Alphabet if it continues to perform. It's only by like $5 difference right now in market value, as you guys can see right here from my old Realty Income position. Johnson and Johnson performing pretty well too, 24.4% in unrealized gains. S&P 500 26.8% in unrealized gains. Visa, I didn't buy any this week. I want to throw a couple dollars like I've been doing with Vici Properties and Coca-Cola, so I can also grow this position because I really like Visa a lot. Bank of America, I'm not touching just yet, even though I got 80% in unrealized gains, and it's a position that I want to sell later on. Procter & Gamble, been building it up. I'm happy with this position right now. 9.447 shares. I want to get to 10 shares of Procter & Gamble. I'm at $1,400 invested in Procter & Gamble. 1.88% in unrealized gains because I brought up my cost per share by a lot. Right now it's at $148.60. I think my cost per share was around $141 before I started buying, but my position was very small. So I just really wanted to build it up some more in Procter & Gamble. Vici Properties, I'm very close to 40 shares right now, 39.012. My goal is 40 shares. So been buying $10 every week for the past couple of weeks, and it's going to help out. Main Street Capital, I will be buying some more. I'm just waiting for the share price to go down some more. I know it hasn't been performing pretty good. Right now it's at $58. I think I threw a few dollars when it was around 55. My cost per share, $39.69. So 46.4% in unrealized gains right there. VGT, I'm going to continue to put a cup of coffee in there, $5 into it every week, so I can continue to grow it some more. I really like VGT, especially it holds a lot of companies in the tech sector. Starbucks, if it goes under $80, I'll buy, but as of right now, I don't want to buy above my cost. I think it's a little bit pricey at $85. Coca-Cola, 8.044 per share. Sorry, the share price is $68. My cost per share $58. So I've just been throwing $10 into it. I really want to grow it a lot more. I want to have like 20 shares at least of Coca-Cola. I got $400, $468 to be exact, invested in Coca-Cola. And then iShares Bitcoin ETF, I got 5 shares right now. So it's only 1.02% on my portfolio. I want to buy a couple more shares. I'm down 5.6%, $18, because my position is still small. But I'm thinking about buying 1 share tomorrow when I buy my Google purchase for the weekly challenge for October, because I got to make a purchase on Google tomorrow. I'm going to purchase another $25 to $30. And I'm thinking about just buying 1 more share of Bitcoin ETF. Thinking about doing that. Are any of you guys buying the dip right now on any Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency? Let me know in the comment section. But that's my plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and if it stays down at that share price, I think I might buy another share tomorrow of Bitcoin ETF. And then you guys can see that my portfolio value is at $29,600, like I said before, and I have $3,300 in unrealized gains, 12.5%. And let me show you the portfolio salary, which my dividend portfolio is at $24,100, $2,164 in unrealized gains, 9.85%. And this portfolio, these positions right here in the other spreadsheet, if you're new to the channel, in the other spreadsheet, I have all of my positions together. In this spreadsheet, I have only the dividend portfolio, which I want to use for dividend income in the future. That's why I have some higher yielders in this portfolio right here. And then maybe later on, I'll add like a cover call ETF or something like that. I'm still not in a rush to add any right now, but in the future, I most likely will, because I want to use the dividend income from this portfolio to pay some of my bills, hopefully in the years in the future, in a couple years in the future. And you guys can see that my portfolio right now, it makes about estimated yearly dividend of $814 in estimated yearly dividends. And SCHD, of course, is my highest position at $322. Realty income, $110. Vici properties going up because I've been buying as of lately to $70 in estimated yearly dividends. Main Street Capital is another one. I want to grow it some more. So I'm going to continue to focus on those to grow the dividend income, but on Vici. But pretty soon I want to buy some more Main Street Capital. And then also Coca-Cola, I only earned $16. So that's why I want to grow it a lot more. So I could maybe double this in the near future. Procter & Gamble has been growing also $38 in estimated yearly dividends. So I'm happy with that. I want to build it to at least 10 shares. And then later on in the future, I want to buy some more, of course, together with Johnson & Johnson. Right now, Johnson & Johnson has been performing very well in share price appreciation. So as of lately, so that's why I'm not buying right now, but I'm also happy with my position right now with the size of my portfolio. So later on, I'll definitely buy some more. This portfolio salary per month of the year, $67.89 of estimated dividends, which is great. That already pays for one of my bills, or two of my bills actually. I could probably pay my at least my Spotify and my Netflix. Those are my two entertainment pretty much applications that I use together with YouTube, of course, but my YouTube is free, but I can at least pay for that every month. Then per week of the year, $15.67. So every week I can get me with this portfolio a meal somewhere, because I can spend probably like about $10-12 in a meal somewhere, definitely. So $15, that's pretty good right there. If I go to Chick-fil-A, I can get me 2 spicy chicken sandwiches every week, pretty much, because I think it comes up to like $12 whenever I purchase them. Per day of the year, $2.23. And if my portfolio worked a 40-hour week, it will pay me 39 cents per hour. All right, everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Very, very important to continue to support the channel. I like the way the channel is growing. It's growing at a nice slow pace, which I'm okay with it too, because I've been learning. And today in the live stream, I'm going to try something a little bit new. So I'm hoping you guys like it too. So don't forget to turn on notifications. When I post this video, I'm also posting the link to the live stream so you guys can turn on the notification and you guys can get notified later. I'm still thinking about what topic to talk about later on. But if you have any ideas, just leave them in the comment section. I'll definitely think about it, and then maybe we'll talk about it. You just never know. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoy your whole Sunday, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.